In my last video about the Row sample sale in New York City, I said this: I feel like the hauls from the Row are different from other luxury hauls, and I admit that I don't watch a lot of other luxury hauls. I thought today it would be fair to actually watch some other luxury shopping hauls. I wanted to keep it sample sale so we could have similar psychology, but see how maybe that psychology of other fashion designers, whatever, how that would compare to the Row. And of course, this is completely selfish because I am interested in the Row, and I just wanted to see if my attitude towards things would change with other designers. With this video, this is of course my opinion. And actually, you know what? I want you to watch this criticism of the Row.
At the Row. We're gonna see how much money we can spend, how fast, and how ugly it'll be. Trench coat, button to the top, 4,150. We have my grandfather's sweater, 1,790. Oh my God. I mean, sometimes I wonder if designers are just making fun of us that we will pay such crazy prices for such atrocious items. This is the rest of the collection. Plain black balloon pants, 1,450. Weird t-shirt that looks old and used, 1,650. Plain blue denim, 1,350. Pajama pants, 1,050. Plain white shirt, 1,150. Grandma sweater, 2,450. I realize I probably will never get invited to a fashion show now, but it's fine.
So that video I thought was great, and I can see how the person who made this video would think this is the most boring, overpriced, simple, stupid clothing company ever. And for me, wanting to justify it, oh, she doesn't understand it's the fabric, she doesn't understand X, Y, and Z. But the Row does make some things that are super expensive, and it is made out of rubber, or they're made out of whatever simple kind of, I mean, they're overpriced. Let's just say that. They're made out of simple materials, and it might not be like their clothing, it might be the shoes and the accessories, but still, there's obviously things that the Row sells that are not the best materials, but because it falls under the umbrella of the Row, it becomes permissible. In that same vein, I know that there are many designers that make things that I swear they're just slapping a label on. This video, these hauls that we'll watch, I don't want to offend anybody, obviously. I'm not trying to critique the clothing, but inherently in watching these videos, I'm going to say something about the clothing. Just like the girl said about the Row, I just think it's going to be interesting because I selected some videos from the Prada and Miu Miu sample sale. Some of them happened this year. I might have other videos, but I'm trying to keep it rather current, not comparing apples and apples or whatever, but I just wanted it to be current year with the current sentiment for shopping and the excitement of sample sales. I want to see if there is that same psychology that we discussed in the Row video for Prada or just sample sales in general. So that's what we'll be looking for. That's what I'm hoping to comment on more than just the clothing itself. It's more the fit, is it worth it? And so if you haven't seen the Row video, I encourage you to maybe watch it before, because I'll probably, I don't script anything, but I'll probably reference how the Row sample sale made me feel versus what I'm watching in these new clips. The hauls that we'll go over for this video are from Prada and the Miu Miu line. So the Miu Miu line is Miuccia Prada made it, it's her nickname, Miu Miu. She made the line maybe in the 90s. And it was supposed to be a less expensive, still designer, but less expensive than the Prada umbrella. And there was a sample sale in New York City, I think around or maybe a little after the Row sample sales. Just wanted to look at some videos and see if there is some of that same psychology or what we can glean about just shopping in general, shopping habits, and what we can learn from these women and their shopping behaviors in this haul. Again, I'm not trying to offend anyone. My opinion is I don't love labels. To me, if you're not getting paid to wear the label, like, why would you wear it? And it kind of reminds me of the Real Housewives in New York, the fight between Countess Luann and Bethany.
If you can wear an Hermes belt, I can wear a skinny girl car, you know what I mean? Not you, meaning you. Everybody runs around Gucci and Hermes.
They're not paying me for the Hermes belt.
No, exactly, you dumb drag queen. They're not paying you, that's the point. I mean, seriously.
But that argument, it makes the most sense to me. But Luann's not getting paid to wear these labels, and Bethany is getting paid to drive around the skinny girl car. That's what they're talking about. Luann is like laughing at her for doing that, which is hilarious. That's the biggest thing that you'll probably see in my reactions to these videos, is that the label thing really gets me. If you remember the label Armani Exchange, it was a mall store, but Jay-Z was rapping about it.
Armani Exchange the range.
And it was like, you're kind of fancy if you have an Armani Exchange shirt. And I don't remember how much they were, and it was just a t-shirt. So I think I learned that things can be faked. Expense doesn't have anything to do with quality. And I think that's why at some point in my life, I really got out of wanting my things to be labeled, if that makes sense. So all that to say, if you like the label, you like how it looks, you like how it makes you feel, that is completely understandable. Anyway, let's watch some videos.
I went to the Prada sample sale, so let me show you what I got. This time I only got one thing. I went kind of late. I was out of town this weekend, so I just got this men's red cashmere cardigan. It's super oversized, but I love it. It's so cozy, so I figured it'd be good just to throw over things. But I thought I'd show you guys what I got.
Okay, cute men's cardigan. I like the oversizedness. I love that it's cashmere for her. It has that Prada little insignia on it, which is fine. I'll have to go and see if I can find how much it was. But I mean, it's cashmere, right? So what are you gonna do? I'm sure it was like, what, $100? I don't know. Probably would have been more for the row. Let's keep going.
Last sample sale because I did a little bit better. So first I got this navy, just classic button down, but I love that it has their signature little triangle without the logo.
So she's showing that black button down, and it has her, she likes that there's this signature triangle with the black button down. And you know, yeah, you're kind of paying more for that luxury triangle. If it was a row button down, I'm sure it would be more expensive. I don't know if the materials would be necessarily better or anything, but yeah, I just think it is interesting to me. And please comment, you're somebody who likes Prada triangle and everything. Is it because you want people to know it's from Prada, or does it make the increased price just more palatable? I'm just trying to understand why that triangle, because it doesn't necessarily do anything for the shirt. In fact, if you're wearing a button down under something, I mean, it's hidden and maybe annoying. So does it help at all? I don't know. That's interesting to me. Let's just see what else she says.
I also scored these Miu Miu like penny loafer little kitten heels. They were such a good price, so I got them even though I still haven't worn them. Trying to figure out how I want to style them. And then lastly,
I love that she hasn't worn them yet, and I understand that. But there's a cute shoes, right?
showstopper. I got this Miu Miu gown. It's beautiful. I really think it was gonna fit me and I tried it on and it barely fit, so I have to get it, but I just love the bow detail and the ruffles on the bottom.
Okay, she loves the dress. I mean, dresses aren't my style in general. I would love to know how much it was. I mean, she has something she's gonna buy it because she's going to a wedding in November. So it's cool that she has somewhere to wear it. Let's say that. Overall, I don't know if it's because it's not the row. I just don't have an opinion about the clothes other than I thought it was interesting about the label, but yeah, there you go. That's all for her.
Guys, Confessions of a Shopaholic is officially back. Just went to the Prada Arletty private sale. I actually got a VIP email, which means I spend way too much, but how cool is this hat? I really love a good hat for holiday. This was 150, so really good. I felt like when I went in.
Okay, so she spent $150 on a bucket hat from Prada that says Prada. Yeah, again, I mean, designer hats are going to be expensive. I don't know what to say about it, guys. It doesn't look like it's particularly great material, that fuzzy kind of thing. Yeah, I just can't, I imagine you can buy bucket hats kind of anywhere. I don't think it's the kind of thing that you just like keep forever and is something you pass down to your offspring or grandchildren or something like that. So I have to think that the reason why she loves the hat so much, hopefully it's a style, but I think it's probably because it says Prada.
And I grabbed so many hats and then I was like, no, put them all back, just go for the back. Then I did go for a heel. These are 160 as well. How mental for a pair of Prada orange stunning heels. They are very neon. I didn't realise they were neon, but it's a great one to have in the wardrobe. Literally, I ran out of the house because I got this VIP email. And then I actually was really well behaved. I picked up loads when I first got there, and then I was like, do you know what? I don't need it. I just want some little basics. So I got this cute little vest, and this was 75, I think 75, yeah. I was like, cute little vest, nice for holiday. Then I got, do you know what's so crazy? I've been looking for a pair of lace little shorts for the last month, like really nice pair. And as I was putting bits back, I stumbled across these little cute little Prada shorts, and they were 100. I mean, I think they're very sheer though. That's my only, not too bad. And then lastly,
okay, orange shoes, they're fine. They have that Prada label on them. Yeah, I wouldn't wear them for that reason and because they're orange and because they're heels, but that's my style, not hers. I bet they look really cute, some jeans on, whatever. I think the price is probably pretty good for those heels, so that's great. The little, was a sports bra, right? I don't know. But I mean, $75 or whatever. I don't think it was likely a silk cashmere material, but okay. And then the shorts looked like they were lingerie, didn't they? I don't know, $100. I don't know, maybe they were silk, but yeah, cool.
As I said, I was very well behaved. I got these cute little Prada shorts, which again I thought were so stunning, and these were $125. So I feel like a good little bargains there. I need to try it all on though, so there wasn't a fitting room. But I mean, is it crazy that the thing I'm most happiest with is that? Is it giving Dora the Explorer, or is it giving she's a cool chic girl on holiday?
Okay, yeah, it is a little crazy that the thing you're excited about is a Prada hat. That's fine. But the shorts, they're cute. They look like bathing suit shorts. I think it's all fine. I think it's great. I mean, after seeing the row pricing, which is the problem with price anchoring or the anchoring effect that you can get from seeing high prices and then going to this Prada sample sale and be like, this is actually pretty kosher amounts to pay for clothing. That's interesting. But yeah, tell me what you think about the hat too, because I just can't imagine that you can't get a similar kind of hat. Just this one says Prada. The psychology behind this is like what the label says about you and what you can afford. It doesn't necessarily seem like a designer quality item. It just seems like the item with the designer's name on it or stitched on it, which if that's your style, that's your style. So the next video, the sound is annoying. The creator of the video talks about how she noticed that the sound was corrupted and she didn't really want to redo it. Let's just see if we can muck our way through this one.
Like last week, I went to the Prada sample sale in New York City.
Let me pause right here. So she's just said, if you didn't hear it because of the corruption of the sound, last week she went to the Prada sale in New York City, and then she takes a sip of her iced latte, and similar to the row video that I did with one of the creators with her background, like this woman has a lot of bags. You know, clearly she likes a black bag. That's like the majority that you can see, but you can see shades of red and, you know, just a lot of different bags and more bags than you could wear in a week, right? And there's some shoes back there as well. So let's see what she's unboxing.
Let's see what I got. Now, as you can see, these are not Prada bags, but they are Miu Miu. Your girl acquired only Miu Miu things when she went to the sample sale. That's okay, because have you seen those lines outside of Miu Miu? I do not have time for that. So let's unbox, shall we? I'm also going to tell you exactly what I paid for everything, because I think that gatekeeping is stupid. And I also don't want you guys to think I'm rich, because I'm not.
That's interesting. She wants us to know that she's not rich. And that's interesting, given the Chanel and the Prada and everything in her background. But she got some things. Let's see what she got.
Okay, let's go. Acquisition number 1. Can you die? These are what they call a flat form. Puffy, adorable. The retail on these was, I think, almost $850. I got them for $110. Next. Okay, these ones, I actually could not find a retail. I don't even care what the retail is on these because I am in love with these shoes. Wait for it. Ah! These are so cute, and honestly, they typically would not be my style, but I tried these on with a pair of jeans, boot cut, and just having the little embellishments pop out underneath, so freaking cute. And the price on these, $170. Now that's bargain in this economy, which is crazy.
Okay, so she got two pairs of shoes. The first one's little platforms, not my style, but 110. I mean, 110 for some sandals that are designer, not bad, and 170 for those shoes. Again, I don't think that's unheard of or too bad. Looking at her background, I think she probably has something she could wear. Yeah, I mean, she stood outside waiting for the sample sale, so of course she's gonna get the things. Let's see what she got last.
Last and final acquisition, the piece de resistance, the gem of all gems, is this gorgeous snakeskin embossed tote. I'm just obsessed with her. So she retails for $6,300. I got her for $1,270. Now that, my friends, is what we call a steal. So that's what I got at the Prada sample sale. No Prada, not on the Prada, but we did get some Miu Miu, and I am so excited about these acquisitions. What do you guys think? Did I do a good job? What would you have been looking for at the Prada sample sale if you knew they were also selling Miu Miu? I can't wait to hear. Now it's time to put these away. Don't these look so cute here?
I love the ender that actually, that she kind of added to her collection with her new bag and her new shoes next to the old shoes, next to the other bags. Yes, they fit nicely in the collection. Yeah, I mean, do we need them? Probably not. We never need anything when we're going to a sample sale, most likely. I think the lack of overt labels is pretty cool, but the price of that snakeskin bag, yeah, reminds me of the Rose sample sale too. At least I don't see, oh, I see alligator, but I don't see a snakeskin bag back there, so yay, she wins.
You guys, I got to go to a Prada sample sale today and I scored big time. Not only did they have Prada, they also had Miu Miu. This first thing I'm about to show you, I just had to get this. Like, I love Prada. You guys know we have the house. Like an inflatable, like, lounge chair. I'm crying. You guys, these were $70. Of course I got 2, but that's not all. We got a giant Prada beach ball. Oh my god, I'm out. Okay, I really tried to.
Okay, so she got a Prada beach ball and 2, I guess, lounge chairs. She said the Prada lounge chairs were $70 each, so $140 for those, and then the beach ball was probably like $50. That seems unnecessary unless, I mean, I guess I've never bought a beach ball or lounge chair, so if they're wildly inexpensive, let me know. But I mean, I can't imagine with the Prada label or the Miu Miu label, whichever, I guess they're Prada, Prada, not Parada. So I imagine they're more expensive than others, like maybe a Target one would be. So that's interesting. It doesn't seem necessary, but I think when you do go to sample sales and you're in the mood to buy in general, you're gonna just buy whatever that you see that you like. And I think that's probably part of this as well. I mean, she's probably going to the beach, but still to buy the markup on a beach ball that says Prada seems a little bit extra.
Blow this up, but you get the point. Time for the fun stuff. This was actually too iconic not to get. Quality is so good. I've never gotten a Prada bucket hat because I was like, why am I spending money on this? But this one was so incredibly cheap in comparison because sample sales slay, and I just love her. I'm not sure if you're supposed to tie it in the front like this.
Okay, so she got one of those bucket hats as well. It does seem a little more, I don't know what kind of materials. I'm gonna have to, editing Chrissy's gonna have to do some work to see if we can find that. But again, that prominent Prada on the hat, I imagine is the big impetus for buying it, and not just the nice materials that she mentions.
If you're supposed to like cross and tie it like right at the top, I just tie it in the back and make a bow. Kind of cute. Literally $40. Little crop summer top. This top might be my favorite. The fit is so fun and cool. Dress it up or down, and the material is beautiful. Before I get to the last piece of clothing.
Okay, the 2 tops. The first top, it looks fun and fine, whatever. The second, the green top with the Prada triangle and then the under boobage. I'm sure there's a fashionable term for that I do not know. It seems like it's doing a lot, right? And again, this is like a fashion critique. I mean, I'm obviously not a designer, but it just seems like a lot going on the shirt. But the first shirt was like, what did she say, $40? That's whatever. And I don't know if she gave us the number for the green top. You know, it seems like it makes her happy and she looks good in it. Yeah.
To show you these like summer sandals I got. How freaking cute these shoes are. Are you kidding? I love the wood heel and like the cutouts. You can smell the leather. It's so good. I love it.
I actually like those sandals. Like nothing I would wear, but I think they're cute and they look like they're well made and actually kind of comfortable. She bought a lot of things, and unlike the row, I think the prices were more what you would expect from a sample sale, a real sale that makes you think, oh yeah, go ahead and get some kind of well designed and structured pieces for less. I think it's really hard for me because it's so not my style. So it's hard for me to comment. And then when you look at the fabrics, I'm just wondering how they are. And I'm gonna have to do a little research and see what kind of things that we're working with Miu Miu and Prada, just to see if, you know, I deem them worth it. I think to compare the sample sales, I wasn't around for the hype of these. It sounds like there's probably a big line. These women bought a lot, but I think the prices were less than the row. So whereas in the row sample sale, women were buying many things that might not have fit correctly. In the Miu Miu Prada sample sale, it looks like they had options and the fit was how they wanted it to be, and they kind of got to choose what they wanted. I think the last or second to last woman who got the beach ball and the chairs or whatever, the blow up chairs, was probably a little more caught up in the fact that she was at a sale for a designer and wanted to pick up more things and were in that shopping mood. As far as lessons from this, it's a little more difficult. It doesn't seem like anybody has a list of things that they want and need. First girl did get our dress for a wedding, so she had a little more direction than probably the others. After the row videos, I'm probably a little inured to the cost of things. It's almost like they just spent Monopoly money or something, which is very sad. And the problem with all these hauls online is that you're just like, they're not spending thousands of dollars. You're like, oh, you know, you did okay, you did great. I think it's a little less fun to talk about a label that I don't love as much as the Row or Mary-Kate and Ashley. But from the Row sample sale to the Prada sample sale, there's definitely less, I don't know, excitement, tension. People are telling less about their prices and how much they waited in line. So it just seems there's a little more hype this year around the Row sample sale than this Prada sample sale. Let me know if you're in New York, let me know if that's wrong and there is a lot more hype and I just missed some videos. That is the comparison of sample sales. And to me, it doesn't feel like they really compared that much. But again, it could just because we're talking about a designer that I'm less enamored with. So let me know what you think. Thanks for your comments in the last video. They were really good. I think the next video I do is going to be to talk about shopping on vacation, because while I was looking at hauls for the Prada sample sale, I saw a lot of stuff about shopping on vacation. So that's coming soon. You guys have a great day.